All right, football fans, let's get right into it. We have a massive day of World Cup qualifying action coming up this Saturday, and we are going to break down all the key predictions for you.
So, you look at this huge list of games, and you're probably asking yourself the same thing as everyone else. Where are the sure things? Who are the teams you can really count on? Let's dive in and figure it out.
Okay, first things first. We're going to start with the most certain outcomes. These are the high-confidence picks, the ones the analysis is calling the bankers.
Now, we're going to move through these first 6 matches pretty quickly. Why? Because the thinking behind them is super clear and consistent. These are the games where, let's be honest, we're not expecting any huge surprises.
Right, check this out. It's all about overwhelming firepower. First up, Belgium's attack is just going to be way too much for Kazakhstan. Same story with Spain. Their midfield is so good they're expected to just completely run the show against Georgia. And then you have a really solid Turkish team playing at home, and they should have no problem at all with Bulgaria's leaky defense. You see the theme, right? Comfortable wins.
And that theme of clear favorites just keeps on rolling. Denmark at home? Yeah, they almost never slip up, especially against a team like Belarus that struggles to score. But here's where it gets a little more interesting. Look at the Wales prediction. A 2-0 win is on the cards, but the key here is under 3.5 goals. That suggests they're just going to get the job done, no fuss, no fireworks. And finally, a well-organized Australia should cruise past Cyprus with a clean 2-0 victory.
Okay, so the bankers are, well, pretty obvious, right? But that's not where the real fun is. Now we're moving into the next category, the value plays. This is where you can find the real edge, where the analysis points to a clear advantage, if you know exactly what to look for.
See, what's cool about these picks is that they're all about one specific thing, a key tactical matchup. For Slovenia, it's all about that tough-as-nails home defense. They're expected to just shut Kosovo down for a 2-0 win. Then you flip it around and look at Scotland. Their aggressive, attacking style is predicted to force an open, chaotic game against Greece, leading to a 2-1 win. Same logic for Bosnia against Romania. Their home advantage against a team that plays wide open points to a 2-1 victory.
And this right here, this is a perfect example of 2 totally different ways to win a football match. You've got Slovenia on one side, playing chess, relying on their strong, organized defense to just grind out a result. And then you have Scotland on the other, just kicking the door down, forcing an open game where their attack can do some serious damage. 2 completely different philosophies.
All right, we've seen the sure things, we've seen the smart plays, but you know there's always that one game, the one that's a total coin flip, a really cagey matchup, where you just know it's going to be incredibly tight.
And on this slate of games, that nail-biter, the one that's got everyone scratching their heads, is Switzerland taking on Sweden. This is the only match on the entire schedule that gets a medium confidence rating. That tells you everything. It's going to be a tough one to call.
And I love how the analysis describes this one. Expect a disciplined, cagey midfield battle between 2 balanced teams. When you hear words like that, you know exactly what you're in for. This isn't going to be some wild end-to-end game. It's a tactical chess match.
So if it's going to be a midfield slugfest, what's the most likely outcome? Yep, a tight 1-1 draw. The pick of under 3.5 goals just hammers that point home. These 2 teams are so evenly matched, they're probably just going to cancel each other out in the end.
Okay, let's pull it all together. We've gone through the bankers, the value plays, and the big toss-up. So what's the big picture here? What are the main takeaways you should be thinking about?
First off, don't overthink the big guns. Teams like Belgium and Spain are expected to handle their business on the road. Second, the smart money is on understanding the tactical clashes, like Slovenia's defense versus their opponent's attack. Third, a team's personality, like Scotland's all-out aggressive style, totally changes the kind of game they play. And last but not least, there's always that 50-50 match. And for Saturday, it's that midfield battle between Switzerland and Sweden.
So, that's the roadmap for Saturday's action. But here's the thing we all know about football. The script never plays out exactly as you expect, does it? So I'll leave you with this one question to chew on while you're watching. Which of these sure things is about to go completely sideways? Enjoy the matches.